I'll take the bus. Welcome to the SW.O.T, the Swabian on tour, another day out. Today is still Tuesday, May 26th, 2026, and I'm still here in Augsburg, Bavaria. In the previous video, you joined me on a peaceful visit to the Botanical Garden here in Augsburg. But today we're heading into the city for a little walk through the streets of Augsburg itself. Augsburg is also known as the Fugger city, named after the famous Fugger family, one of the wealthiest and most powerful merchant families in Europe hundreds of years ago. They helped shape the city and left their mark on Augsburg in many ways. So, shall we take a look together? And that's the Königskarls place. That's a connection point where the light trains and the buses comes together, and from here you can ride the trains or the buses to the main station. That's in that direction, but we're walking to the city center here. I don't know from which direction I'm come from. I drove from the Botanical Garden, you see this in my last video, and I drove from the Botanical Garden here with the bus to the inner city. But yeah, let's go and have a walk through. I know this street. Last time when I was here in Augsburg, I ate here in this corner. I don't know, was it Vietnamese or Japanese style? I don't know it. It was here in this area here. And this building looks like the State Theater or the Opera. But there's a construction site. I don't know if I can go there. If you are new on my channel, I want to say to you, on my vlogs I don't script anything. You see parts of cities that are not necessary to see, or yeah, you see a little bit boring places. This street here is, yeah, a little rest. It's not a lot of action. It's not the shopping mile. The shopping mile is in this direction. But yeah, like I said, when you're new on my channel, you see things that other vloggers don't film because that's not interesting. But for me, it's interesting, and I show you things or corners in the city where other vloggers or YouTubers don't film. That's pure Germany. And that's the State Theater. It's not beauty. There's a construction site in front of this building, but my interest is to walk the same way back and to go through more to the shopping mile. But what's perfect for me is here, that I can film without the faces of the people. That's good, and nobody is angry when I film their faces. The name of this sculpture is Easter. I don't know what's Easter on the sculpture. Can you tell me what's Easter from this sculpture here? That's a nice motorcycle, a Honda. Live to ride, ride to live, a highway hawk. More prettier than that. The Stadtmarkt, city market. It's open, but what I saw is a little bit unspectacular. I saw closed stores. Maybe there's one open. A market hall. Ah. The Victorian Hall. Yeah, just like the market hall in Stuttgart. I don't know if it's allowed to film here. Private property. Yeah, let's go to the outside area. Different bakeries and butcher. It's the bakery street here. And that's this whole liquor store and so. And now I walk directly to the shopping mall. Not the shopping mall, shopping mile. I'll have to buy some sun protection and paper towels, wet paper towels. And I go to, that's in Germany, Müller, one of the biggest brands in Germany, or companies, not brands. I bought different things for the body, and now let's go for a walk. It's good to film postcards. Then you see Augsburg, the different houses and the locations here. Augsburg by night. What's here? Mozart. Here different views. Is this the city hall? Or here? I'm searching for this place. I came with the bus, but I don't saw it now. That's this market before you saw it. The water city. I just found this place. Here I drove with the bus. I saw this building. I don't know which building it is, but it's a cool place here. The light train here, line 2. And I saw this fountain. Who is this? Augusto Parenti Colonia Augusta Vindel. No, that's not his name. Oh, wait a minute. The Augustus Fountain. Aha. Near this house is the Perlach Tower. I don't know what the Perlach Tower is. Sad that's in renovation situation. But this building is impressive. When you stand in front of this house, that's another dimension like Stuttgart, where I come from. Watch behind you. The light trains are coming. Yeah. Now I saw a sign. Rathausplatz. That's the city hall place. Yeah, that's the city hall. It looks like so. This place is huge. You don't have such places in Stuttgart. In Stuttgart, all places are with buildings. Okay, you have in the city center from Stuttgart, you have the Eckensee, a sea in front of the theater, the State Opera. But in Stuttgart, you don't have such big places with such fountains here and those wonderful city halls. Wow. Oh, that looks like the tower is this. They put down the tower roof, the copper roof, and placed it here. It looks like so. Augsburg has really nice light trains. They're silent, they're modern. There's stones here. Nice alleys here. Now I know where I am. I know this corner from last time. Oh, look at this facade. It's painted. With old symbols and the old style. And this church. Look at these facades. The houses behind are not so spectacular, but the facades. Also this nearby. The next fountain. Is there a plate? Wait a minute. What is it? Mark Christoph Koch. I don't know this character. Look, this fountain in front of this house looks really nice. You're close to the railway here. You have to watch out. But here again, this house with this painting, classical painting. Maximilian Street, the corner. Let's go this direction. That's the Moritz Church, but I don't know if it's open. I don't think so. When you want to go to churches. Wait a minute before I speak more. It's open. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. This is a modern church. That's a modern church, completely white. Look at that. Complete different atmosphere than others. Wow. Completely clean atmosphere. And in the distance, you can see it very good, very nice. Jesus statue. Wow. But I saw here another one. That's a nice cross. A small chapel. That's a really nice cross, more than life size. His wounds. Wow. The old statues here. Wow. An old plate. Let's burn a candle. Let's burn a candle on. Now I have the fire. That's mine. But it's for God. Completely different atmosphere than other churches. A modern organ. The Augsburg city summer. And look, they made here a city castle. It looks like unreal, but it's a real sand castle. Look at that. It looks really unreal. Like a papier-mâché or foam model, but it's real a sandcastle. You think you walk on the beach here. Everywhere is sand, but no. You're in the middle of the city. Such big streets you don't have in Stuttgart anymore. Such streets with the in this wide measure where the buses drive through the inner city, through the people zone, and also the light trains driving here. You don't have such streets in Stuttgart, and that's why this street is so interesting for me. I love this. A lot of construction sites everywhere, but nice Hotel Maximilians. It looks not cheap. In the middle of the city, with this nice church in the back. I want to see this fountain. Fresh noise, the noise of water, sparkling, sprinkling water. And when you turn around, that's the view to the city. Do you saw my Spire video? One of the last videos I made. This street and the houses looks like Speyer, but Speyer is in a complete other direction. I'm now more in the south of Germany, or the southeast, and Speyer is more in the, from Stuttgart, it's more in the northwest. But this street, look, the houses here. So it has a touch of Speyer. Look, they make the canals new, or fiberglass. I don't know the English word. And maybe new energy lines or canals. Let's have a look. Also, this house looks really nice. They are modernized. A lot of houses are modernized, but they look pretty cool. I want to go to this church here. And look at the houses here. The last 3 floors have a slanted roof. And this one looks like a castle. But let's go here. Oh, it's unbelievable. Augsburg has this, how can I say it, this special vibes. You're thinking you're in Munich, but because you have this houses here and this very wide streets, you think you're in a bigger city, but it's amazing. Augsburg is not so big from the streets. It's really compact, but you have this between these wide places. That's a complete other atmosphere. Wow. Also this very cool perspective. Protestant church, St. Ulrich. I saw that a couple goes to this door. Wow. You can't see it on your screen, but this church is really huge. Let's go. It's open. Colder. Wow. Just like in Great Britain, in London, Westminster Abbey. saw the church before in this video, and this is completely different. Look, this nice colorful window. Look at that. I have to go the main floor. Look at that. You can see in the video or in the screen display this huge church and the altar. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Look at that ceiling here. Wow. Is it allowed to go here? Yeah, there's no stop. A huge altar. Wow. Look at that. Massive. Massive. Yeah, it's allowed to go here. Wow. Look at that. I can't zoom in more, but I think, no, not I think, I make a zoom with my smartphone. You can go here downstairs. Let's have a closer look. I must use the lower line. Wow. What's that? Okay. A crypt or so. Wow. And what's that? don't filmed or didn't filmed with the low light function, but it's really, really cool. That's the new Pope. You can zoom in. The Pope Leo. Wow. Oh, a lot of candles here. And the silence. Amazing. Let's go out. Paintings. Wow. Just like a museum. You see all this old. Yeah. Is that parts of, I think, altars. So small paintings. Why do I speak so silent? Absolutely amazing. It's really like Westminster Abbey, a small Westminster Abbey. That's this area with this colorful ceiling. Wow. The organ is also impressive. Wait. I'm really thrilled that this low light feature from this camera is perfect. You can't film with an iPhone with such a quality in this crypt where I was. Wow, very impressive church. When you're in Augsburg, you have to come to this St. Ulrich Church. But now I'll look. How can I go to my, to my, I mean my accommodation. I know this word, or I knew this word in the past. Accommodation. Yeah, I must remember this. I need it in the future. I need it more often. Now I'm walking on the shadowy side from the street because I don't have an sun protection on. A little bit on the nose and on the ears, but yeah, that's it. Alright guys, slowly but surely our little visit to Augsburg is coming to an end. Today I took you with me on a small walk through this beautiful Bavarian city, and I really think Augsburg is definitely worth a visit, especially if you enjoy exploring churches and historic places. Today we visited the beautiful St. Moritz Church and the impressive Basilica of St. Ulrich and Afra behind me, both with their own unique atmosphere and history. And of course, we also spent some time simply walking through the streets of Augsburg, enjoying this sunny day together. I really hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of this city with me, just as much as I enjoyed exploring it myself. And I'm pretty sure this won't be my last visit here. There are still many more corners, streets and sites of Augsburg waiting to be discovered and filmed in future videos. But for today, I think this is a good moment to slowly wrap things up. Yes guys, that was the video. If you liked it, then give me a thumbs up, push the notification bell and subscribe to the SW.O.T. when the Swabian is on tour again on another day out. Thanks for watching, leave a comment and tschüssle.